Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the match between Athletic Club and FC Barcelona. This is also going to be a match where Barcelona is going to be playing away, and let me tell you, it is not going to be easy. Athletic Club is a team that loves to play and go up against FC Barcelona. Now here's the one thing to take note about this game. Athletic Club did sack their former coach, who is named Garitano, and they have hired a new coach named Marcelino, which basically means that Athletic Club is going through a transitional phase. And now one of the biggest questions to ask about this team is this going to be affecting Athletic Club when they do face against FC Barcelona? Now Ronald Koeman did speak on this topic within the pre-match press conference, and he did say this: I don't think Athletic will change their system. Marcelino has just arrived. They are a team who has always showed their face at home. They are physical. I don't think that will change. We have to be prepared, which is absolutely true. I do believe that Athletic Club are going to be bringing their A game regardless of whoever that coach may be. So it's going to be very interesting to see just how Athletic Club does approach FC Barcelona on the field. But before we do go further into this pre-match preview, I do want to talk about three different players, because ever since the match between Eibar was finished up until today, many things have been going on within FC Barcelona. And the three players that we are going to be talking about is going to be about Riqui Puig, Aleña, and Moriba. And we are first going to start with Riqui Puig. So as of now, we do know that Riqui Puig has been finding it very tough to appear in any match under Ronald Koeman. And Riqui Puig has made it clear that he is going to stand firm, that he will not be moving anywhere anytime soon. Now we do have some breaking news that did come out a couple of hours ago, and it says here, and according to Ferran Martinez, the option to extend Riqui Puig's contract for 2 more years will be activated. His contract will be up until 2023. They have already tied his renewal, and no official announcement is planned at the moment. And it's very strange to hear this, right? Because we know that Ronald Koeman does not favor placing Riqui Puig within the starting 11 or even give him minutes overall. And then we're hearing here from this statement that Barcelona do want to have continuity with Riqui Puig. And I'm starting to really get a sense here, and looking at the bigger picture, that Barcelona is aware on the type of talent they do have in their disposal. But I do think that the one thing that's truly stopping Riqui Puig from getting minutes is the fact that Barcelona do have 2 players who do occupy the exact same spot, and that is Antoine Griezmann and Felipe Coutinho. But hearing this, right, hearing that Barcelona do want to extend his contract until 2023, I do believe that this is telling us that Barcelona is going to be working on some departures within the next 12 months. Now, what is the reason for those departures? I do believe that it is because Barcelona is aware that they do have talent within the midfield, and that is Riqui Puig and many other players. So I truly do believe that within the club they have made a decision, and that decision was made not too long ago. Now let's go further into this statement coming from Ferran Martinez, and it says here that he continues to say, and I quote, "Quite a few teams have asked Barcelona about Riqui Puig, but although the market has just begun, the replies to these teams so far has been a straight no." Now here is where it gets very interesting, because the fact that we are hearing that teams have been asking about Riqui Puig, whether it can be an outright buy or a loan, we don't know what's going on within these negotiations, but the fact that we are hearing the teams ask about these players is really telling us one thing, and that is that Barcelona have a player that many clubs do want, and that is really telling you a lot on the type of talent you do have. Because you know who else was in the exact same situation? It was Pedri. Pedri in the beginning of this season, before the season even started, many clubs wanted Pedri, and those clubs were Bayern Munich, it was Atletico Madrid, and even the family has stated that they have received many other offers within Europe. And what's mind-boggling about this whole situation is that Pedri was also a player where he was approached by Ronald Koeman and said, "Do you want to go on loan or not? Because you're clearly way too young in order to develop here. I don't think that you're going to be finding minutes." And so yes, that is exactly what Ronald Koeman did say to Pedri in the beginning of the season. Now obviously it turns out that Pedri has proven that he can be ready and that he is first team material for FC Barcelona. And going back to Riqui Puig is in the exact same situation. He was approached by Ronald Koeman. He was suggested that he should leave on loan. Many clubs have been wanting Riqui Puig, and so you see those similarities between Pedri and Riqui Puig. Now why doesn't Barcelona, most importantly Ronald Koeman, want to repeat the exact same thing? The signs are there. The proof proof is there that Riqui Puig can be another case just like Pedri. He does have the talent, he does have the work ethic, so why not place Riqui Puig within the starting 11 and actually give him a chance in order to prove himself that he does have a spot within the starting 11. So again, it's very interesting, right? I'm just talking as I go right now because I wasn't actually planning on going this far on this topic, but I do think that there is a chance that Barcelona can build their next great midfield, and we have not had that great midfield in a very long time. And then moving on to Carlos Aleña, it says here, according to Rack 1, Carlos Aleña will be going to Getafe. It is a complete done deal. The agreement for a loan deal until the end of the season is completely closed. Getafe will pay the wages of the player and there is no option to buy. Now, this is no surprise. We did expect Aleña to go to Getafe. His intentions were also very clear. He does want to go. In the meantime, while he does know that he's not going to be getting minutes under Ronald Koeman. It has also been said that Carlos Aleña was not seen during training earlier today, and that was because he did have permission from Ronald Koeman in order to complete a loan move with Getafe. And so now that we are here and knowing that Aleña is going to be leaving FC Barcelona for the next 6 months, one of the players that has been rumored and reported to replace Aleña in that position is one player, and that is Moriba. Moriba has been a player that has been highly talked about to go into the first team. And it says here, according to Moises Llorens, as soon as Aleña leaves the club on loan, Moriba will have more presence with the first team. Koeman intends to give him his first team debut, and he has delighted Ronald Koeman and the rest of his staff. And so yes, it's true. Ronald Koeman has been absolutely pleased with the way Moriba was training with the first team. Now, one of the biggest questions that we're going to have to ask if Moriba does enter this squad list is going to be, where is he going to be playing? What is going to be his main position? And to be very honest, this is a very tough question to answer because we do not even know the set formation under Ronald Koeman. It does continue to change, which makes it extremely hard to know where Moriba is going to be playing. But just for the sake of the conversation, I'm going to give a quick summary on where we could be seeing Moriba within the starting 11. If we do play a 4-2-3-1, I do expect Moriba to play alongside Frenkie de Jong. If we play with a 4-3-3, I do expect Moriba to rotate with Frenkie de Jong in that central defensive midfield role. If we do play a 4-1-4-1, I do expect Moriba to do the exact same thing and rotate with de Jong and play between the midfielders and the defensive line. But that is it, right? That is what we do want to see. We want to see Moriba and these other Barca B players emerge into the first team. This is what's going to get us very far in Europe and very far in the highest level of football, is to bring players that understand how to play the Barcelona way. And the one player that's currently leading the charge as of now could be Moriba. Now, there has been other questions regarding Moriba. When are we going to see Moriba feature within the squad list? Now, unfortunately, the squad list has came out and Moriba did not feature, which is now going to lead us back into the pre-match preview. Here is going to be the squad list. Now, the two things that I do want you guys to keep in mind is that Aleña is not in the squad list. As discussed before, Aleña will be moving to Getafe. He will not be playing against Athletic Club. And the second key point, a couple of hours ago, we did hear a report that 2 staff members from the first team, they have catched COVID, which was very alarming because these staffs that we are hearing, they are always in great contact with the first team players, which basically meant that the first team players had to go through some testing. And it says here, and it is official coming from Barcelona, that all of the players have been tested negative in today's PCR test, which basically means that the game is not going to be cancelled. And that is some great news. And the players are going to be needing to be ready. And if we look at the history between Athletic Club and FC Barcelona, one very wild thing to take note of is that Barcelona have only encountered 1 win within the past 5 games. And this is why I do say that when Athletic Club and FC Barcelona do encounter in La Liga, it is never an easy game. What is going to be the starting 11 under Ronald Koeman's FC Barcelona? And so here is going to be the starting 11 we should expect to see. I do expect to see Ter Stegen in goal. Our defensive line should be no other than Jordi Alba. Our center back duo should be Lenglet and Ronald Araujo. And our right back should be no other than Serginho Dest. As for our double pivot, this is where it gets very interesting, right? Because we have talked so many times about not having Busquets within that central defensive midfield position. But I do expect Ronald Koeman to go with the exact same thing, which is going to be Frenkie de Jong and Busquets within the double pivot. And then as for our front four, keep in mind we are not going to be having Felipe Felipe Coutinho nor Ansu Fati, which basically means that we are going to see a front four of Dembele on the left wing, Pedri as the central attacking midfielder, Messi as the right winger, and Antoine Griezmann as our number 9. Now there is some debate on whether who should be our number 9 for this match, and it could be either Martin Braithwaite or Antoine Griezmann, but I do believe that Ronald Koeman is going to be starting Antoine Griezmann only because we have not seen Antoine Griezmann start for FC Barcelona in a very long time, and Griezmann does need that starting spot in order to gain confidence for the rest of this season. So that is going to be it for today's Barcelona daily news and pre-match preview. Let me know what's going to be your predicted starting 11 and your predicted scoreline for this match between Athletic Club and FC Barcelona. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.